Alright, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and in today's video we are going to be going over the best links that you should be link leveling in Dokkan, because if you're anything like me, I know this is a betrayal of a lot of your guys' trust. I'm not a true Dokkan battler, but I'm not the biggest fan of link leveling. I know, I just got exposed, I exposed myself, but I'll admit, some of these links are really, really good, and you really want to make sure you are link leveling them, because, for example, right here, the Students gives 30% defense. Might not seem like a lot, but 30% defense on top of all the other stat buffs they're getting from their kit, leader skills, support, all that stuff. It's going to make a difference in the grand scheme of things. So link leveling is very important. So for some of these links we're going to be going over in this video, I do recommend at least link leveling them a little, whether that means taking them in story mode and keep on continuously grinding those stages so you get link levels, or taking them in the Master Roshi training event every day, or doing like the little, what are they, like the link orbs, you know what I mean, where you give it to units and they get the guaranteed link level ups. Any of those things I just recommend doing on these links, because again, really, really broken. So the Students, though, I did pull up as an example, because this link, it's really good, 30% defense, of course, at link level 10, but there's like 5 units on here. So no one has any of these units, or no one's really going to be link leveling any of these units regardless. So for links like this, we're not even going to be talking about it. I wanted to talk about links that a lot of units are on, and also the link itself is really good. So just to go ahead and get right into it, first off, we got All in the Family. All in the Family is 15% defense at link level 1, and then continuously goes up until you're at 20% defense at link level 10. 20% defense, really good, similar to the Students. You know, it might not seem like the greatest buff, you know, only 20% defense, but I promise it's going to make a difference. A lot of top tier units on here, man. Beast Gohan. So global players, obviously he's not on global yet, so you can't really link level him because he's not in the game yet. But for JP players, if you got him, make sure you link level him. A lot of other Carnival LRs and just normal LRs, Goku and Gohans. So definitely a lot of good units here that you could be link leveling. Some free to play units, some Dokkan Fest Goku and Gohans. We have some pans as well, like the Tech Pan right here. I mean, yeah, we got the End of Z Pan. I guess there's really only like 2 good pans in the game, huh? We got this Banner Unit Pan and then the Dokkan Fest Pan. Xeno Pan, is she good? Kind of forget. I know we're kind of going off on a little tangent here, but I completely forget about Heroes units, honestly. I just never use the team enough. I really just use like Limit Breaker, Super Saiyan 4, Vegito. That's pretty much it. Okay, yeah, so she's just restricted to the Heroes team. So if you're not running Heroes, you don't really got to link level her. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of good units on here. Ultimate Gohan, he's about to get his Easy A. So having the extra, you know, 20% to defense is going to make a pretty big difference with him, because of course his defensive stat is already crazy. So tacking on more in there, it's just going to make him more crazy. So a lot of good units here that you could link level. Again, All in the Family, really important link. And then next up, we got Metamorphosis. So Metamorphosis starts off at 5% HP regeneration, and then as you link level it up, you still only have 5% HP regeneration, but then you get 10% to stats. Pretty good on top of a little bit of healing. We got some pretty top tier units on here as well. We got Easy A Baby, LR Super Boo, we got the Easy A Physical Buuhan, we got the LR 5th Form Cooler, Janemba. This guy possibly might be Easy-ang within the next year or two, so pretty good there. You got a lot of the Android 21s on here, some Heroes units, the Coolers, the Boos. So yeah, definitely a very important link. Launches on here. I mean, I guess that makes sense, kind of. So sure, if you're running physical launch, yeah, I might as well link level her, because again, really important link. So between the HP regeneration, between the extra stats, it's just going to get you pretty far in a lot of these units. Specifically with a unit like LR Super Boo, because not only is he healing in his kit already, but then also he's healing from some of his other links. So then between 5% HP regeneration and extra stats with this link, it's going to pair well really good with this LR Super Boo. So Metamorphosis, it starts to get pretty crazy pretty quickly, so definitely recommend link leveling this one. And then next up, we have Cold Judgment. So Cold Judgment starts off at 20% defense and then goes up to 25% at link level 10. I mean, I'm going to be honest, there's only a few good units on here. I guess. I mean, you got like Gamma 1? Yeah, it's Gamma 1. You also got Dokkan Fest, Gohan, and Piccolo. Easy A Jiren absolutely sucks. And then, yeah, I guess Tech Ultimate Gohan. Well, you got Physical Piccolo here. He can be pretty good. Yeah, Zamasu and Gowasu, they got a pretty solid Easy A. Oh, what's her name? Chilai. Yeah, Chilai is pretty good on here as well. So there's a few good options, but I'm going to be honest, Cold Judgment is kind of just a lot of weak units. But yeah, like with Tech Ultimate Gohan, he's a great example. Not only does he have All in the Family, which is 20% defense, but then he's got Cold Judgment, which is another 25% defense. So that's 45% defense in total. You know, the links themselves are enough individually, but then stacking them on top of each other, if they're all link level 10, it does start to get really crazy. So definitely link level Cold Judgment, 25 defense is very important, because these defensive links, man, I'm telling you, they're going to get you really far. The extra attack is always nice, but extra defense is really, really important in links. So for links like Cold Judgment, Metamorphosis, All in the Family, which it's no coincidence, they all have defense, that's why I'm mentioning them. They're really, really important. So Cold Judgment, really good. Next up, Big Bad Bosses. I don't got to talk about it that much. When you think of good links, you think of Big Bad Bosses. There's a reason it's in the thumbnail of the video. At link level 1, it's not really that good of a link, but then once you get to level 10, it's 25% attack and defense, and there's no restriction behind it, no HP, you know, shenanigans, tomfoolery you got to get around. So really important that you link level this one, especially because extreme class units, I don't want to say they suck, but they've been lacking lately. I'll just say that. I mean, they've been getting better at it, Dokkan has, but extreme class really just is not good compared to super class. I'll say that. There's just really not a comparison. So having a link like this, where you get the little bit of extra stats without a restriction, is really important. So if you're running these extreme class units, if you're running these extreme class teams, definitely link level those units with Big Bad Bosses, because it's just really important. I mean, there's a ton of units I could go over on here that are really useful to have it, so won't even waste your time there. But Big Bad Bosses, really good link. And then next up, we got Brainiacs. Brainiacs is like a weaker Big Bad Bosses, so it's 15% attack and defense instead of 25%. Still really good. There's no HP restriction, no restriction at all, even at level 1. So, you know, some value with this, but a lot of units that have it, I guess, aren't really that crazy. You got a few standout options. Orange Piccolo, obviously amazing. You got the Easy A Vegito, obviously very good. Bulma's really good. I mean, I guess Jackie Chan's pretty good as well. Piccolo can be alright if there's Gohan on the team. Android 21's pretty good. And then, again, Ultimate Gohan. So, Cold Judgment, All in the Family, Brainiacs. Between all these damn links, he's getting close to like 100% defense. So, yeah, please, link level Ultimate Gohan at least. If you only want to link level like 1 or 2 units in the game, if you have him, link level Ultimate Gohan, because with his Easy A, with him being link level 10, he's going to crush absolutely everything. But yeah, those are pretty much all the really standout good units. I guess a few banner units here and there that, you know, you might have, so you might as well link level them, like, you know, the STR Piccolo or the STR Krillin, but overall, the standout options are some of these LRs here that you'd want to link level. But regardless, it doesn't really matter who has the link. All I'm trying to say is the link is pretty useful. 15% attack and defense is a nice little buff. Again, for specifically units like Ultimate Gohan that also have All in the Family and Cold Judgment, so it's just going to tack on to the stats that they're getting from their links. And then next up, we got Sanroar. Yeah, I mean, in terms of defense, only 10% at link level 10 isn't necessarily the best, but considering there's 25% attack here, I'll give it a pass. It's alright. You know, 25% attack and 10% defense is a nice little buff. It's going to be making a lot of these Super Saiyan 4 units do a lot more damage, so of course, you know, it's going to be nice, and their defense is going to go up just a little. Not a whole lot of units have this, but I'm sure a lot of you are running, you know, 4th year anniversary LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Tanabata LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. You got the GT Monkeys right here. You got Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, a lot of the Heroes units. So I'm sure a lot of you have units or actively use units that have this link. So if you do, definitely link level it. It's a pretty substantial difference from link level 1 to link level 10, because then that's where you get the 10% defense, and I would argue that's more important than the 25% attack. So definitely link level Sanroar, really good link. Next, we got Thirst for Conquest. I mean, it's pretty much the same units that had Big Bad Bosses have Thirst for Conquest. So, I mean, you know, a lot of good extreme class units. The same arguments that I made why Big Bad Bosses is good, the same I could make for Thirst for Conquest. It just really helps extreme class out, and it's a nice little buff to both attack and defense. So definitely link level it. Next up, we got the unofficial best link in the game, I think at least, in terms of what it's actually doing. So you get 20% defense at link level 10 and 5% damage reduction. Like I said, defense on links is really important just because defense is really important. So 5% damage reduction and 20% defense. I don't know, man. I think I'm saying this is the best link in the game. So if you use any units that have this link, whether it be Z-Duo, whether it be Android 8, the Banner unit Nappa and Vegeta, Yajirobe, Dokkan Fest Topo, definitely link level them, because Tough as Nails is really good, and that's going to get you really far, especially with tanking normals. With tanking normals, just the 5% damage reduction is really going to help alongside the extra little defense it's got as well. So definitely amazing link here. Like I said, in my opinion, probably the best link in the game, if not like right there. You know what I mean? I would say it's next to like Big Bad Bosses in terms of its usefulness. And then finally, we got Twin Terrors. I mean, this one barely makes the list. It's just a lot of Android 17 and 18s, but I guess technically we got, Dokkan Fest 17 and 18, MVP 17. Technically, for those of you who are still using Future 17 and 18, they're on here as well. So if you want to link level them, you could, I guess. But the main reason I got it is because the link is really useful. So it's 2 key, very good. Key links are useful. I don't want to say they're like insane or as good as, some of these defensive links that give crazy high defensive buffs, but key in these links are still really good. 5% attack and defense, and then a 5% chance to dodge. So pretty good there. Just a lot of stuff thrown in the links. Granted, it's only a 5% attack and defense buff, and then a 5% chance to dodge, but because it's attack, defense, and a chance to dodge, kind of makes up for it. So they just kind of threw a lot of random stuff in here. So I would say Twin Terrors is still really good. So definitely link level some of these units, or I guess really just, this guy, and then this guy, and then maybe this guy if you have them. Because let's be honest, those are really the only units you're using on this link. So anyway, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. There might be a few links that are really good that I didn't mention. Forgive me. There's like over 100 links in total. So I went through them all and tried to pick out some of the best ones. But if a few slipped through my fingers, I do apologize. Let me know in the comments what that link might have been, and why you think it's better than, some of the links that I went over here, or just where you think it kind of fits in terms of usefulness. So anyway, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments which units you're link leveling, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.